throat chuchu mo muna. Hello. Hello. Hello, test. Hello, hello. Jan, Doc. Mic test. Mic test.
sin and heal our broken land. Lord, heal our land. Father, heal our land. Hear our cry and turn our nation back to you. Lord, heal our land. Hear us, O Lord, and heal our land. Forgive our sin and heal our broken land. Father, heal our land. Hear our cry and heal our broken land.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to our 6th virtual jam session of the Music of Hope entitled Save the Earth in celebration of the Zero Waste Month this January. This is brought to you by the Pangasinan Medical Society Eastern Pangasinan Chapter in cooperation with the Philippine Pediatric Society and the Philippine Academy of Family Physicians, Northern Luzon Chapter. We're live here at H.O.P.E MTC Villasis Pangasinan. I'm Dr. Carla and I'm with Dr. Rose, Dr. Jojin, Dr. Amina, and Dr. Leo. Let's marvel the beauty of nature and remind us of our roles to save Mother Earth by listening to the performances of our guests tonight.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place will be much brighter than tomorrow.
If you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you'll feel there's no hurt or sorrow.
There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space to make a better place.
The world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race.
There are people dying if you care enough for the living. Make a better place for you and for me.
If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joy, for
Giving, if we try, we shall see. In this place we cannot feel pure dread. Stop existing and start living. Let it feels that always love enough for us growing to make a better world. Make a better world. Heal the world.
make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race.
There are people dying if you care enough for the living.
Make a better place for you and for me.
And the dream we were conceiving will reveal a joyful face. And the world we won't believe in will shine again in grace. Then why do we keep drinking life when this earth is set by its soul? This thing to see through this heavenly, because love. We could fly so high, let our spirits never die. My heart, I Till you are all my brothers. In a world with no fear, together we'll cry happy tears. See the nations turn their swords into plowshares. We could really get there if you care enough for the living.
Make a little space
To make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place. For you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world, make it a better place. For you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. You and for me. You and for me. For us. You and for me. You and for me. For us. You and for me. The world we live in, save it for our children. Heal the world we live in, save it for our children. The world we live in, save it for our children.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being with us tonight again. We welcome you again at our Music of Hope Jam session number 6. And to give the welcome address, let us call on to our dedicated and most energetic President of the Eastern Pangasinan Medical Society, Dr. Rose Marie Valentin.
From the tropical forests of southern Mexico to the heart of Amazon rainforest, I come in peace. So my name is Rosa, aka Monstera Deliciosa. A native of tropical forests, and for tonight's virtual jam, it's about saving the earth, and I urge everyone to be an advocate of zero waste. I am supposed to be with Moana, but she got stuck on her way here. Do you know Moana? Moana of Island of Tifiti. She hasn't found the heart of Tifiti yet. She complained of many trash, mostly plastics, that made it to the oceans. It made more difficult for her to find what she was looking for. And because she cannot come, she's begging every one of you, our viewers, to mind your own trash and be responsible human beings. It is a fact that progress, urbanization, and increasing population increase the risk of environmental pollution, specifically plastics as pollutants. So for your info, for over the past 50 years, plastic production has doubled. 8.3 billion tons have been produced worldwide, and only 9% are recycled. 73% of the litter that comes found in our beaches worldwide is plastic. Filters of cigarette butts, bottles, bottle cups, food wrappers, grocery bags, and polystyrene containers. Worldwide, 1 million plastic bottles are bought. Every minute, there's 2 million plastic bags are used. Imagine that. 90% of plastics are polluting our oceans. And every year, there are more than 1.1 million seabirds and animals killed by plastics alone. An average person eats 70,000 microplastics each year. So we're eating plastics. Kaya pala, sinasabi natin, yung mga kaaway natin, made of plastic. Sana Tupperware. So plastics take up 1,000 years to decompose. Right. It's scary. So I urge you, like Moana, in search of the heart of Tifiti, may we also find ways and search for key solutions, permanent ones, and heed to the call to save the earth by being earth heroes. How do we become earth heroes? Saving the earth starts with zero waste. Zero waste management is a top priority climate solution. Zero waste is one of the fastest, easiest climate action strategies that communities can implement today, because zero waste management immediately can reduce greenhouse gas emissions. It is fast, cost-effective, proven. So be an earth hero or heroes by supporting zero waste. Let us reuse, reduce, recycle. Use and bring eco bags. When going to groceries or markets, refillable tumblers, bamboo products, not using straws, but using steel or bamboo straws. So for tonight, we celebrate Mother Earth by singing environmental songs to be rendered by our Earth heroes, future frontliners, students, and of course, mga ka-frontliners din natin. So, coming from the heart and the music of the soul, let us celebrate Mother Earth by zero waste, supporting zero waste management. But moving on, our next, I will call on another energetic individual, a fellow frontliner, Power Ranger, and a leader. He is the president of H.O.P.E, Pangasinan chapter, Dr. Leonardo Guerrero.
Thank you, Dr. Rose. Dr. Arlene Pavo, our PMS President. Other core officers, Dr. Efren Balanag, PPS North Luzon Chapter President, members of the PAFP Pangasinan, my co-officers of PMS Eastern Pang, FA PMTC family, mga ka-FB, an earth-loving evening to everyone. As early as 2010, scientists have already sounded alarm on the health impacts of melting ice caps as a result of climate change. As you may know, climate change causes several consequences: heat waves, strong typhoons, rising sea levels, but the lesser-known direct effect of global climate change is something very, very significant to us doctors. According to experts on permafrost and the Arctic, it is very possible that trapped microbes in the ice caps, when liberated upon melting, can revive ancient diseases that our modern medical knowledge is not equipped for. The most alarming fact to this is that the melting of ice caps is happening very, very rapidly. As a matter of fact, experts are already working to complete the puzzle that links climate change and the virus causing the current pandemic. Because it is a known fact that climate change greatly alters the ecosystem in which viruses and their possible intermediate hosts interact, which can eventually reach humans. The World Medical Association has declared its unity in protecting our environment and mitigating the further collapse of our natural resources. This is a direct quote from their statement in 2006. The effective practice of medicine increasingly requires that physicians and their professional associations turn their attention to environmental issues to have a bearing on the health of individuals and populations. The American Association of Family Physicians was a pioneer in environmental protection back in 1969 as a means to advocate for public health, giving birth to policies like the Clean Water Act and the Clean Air Act that became the template of our own legislation here in the Philippines. And I believe it is only right that we honor this legacy by continuing it. If we view the earth as one of our sick patients, then it becomes our moral and professional duty to heal and revive it. There is a delicate balance in nature that we must protect, just as a human body is wired for homeostasis. There are 5 simple ways that we can do to help. Number 1, cut your carbon footprint. This means using energy wise and sparingly. Consider switching to a more sustainable energy sources. This also means releasing less pollutants to the environment. We can do this by going gas-free, driving less, and walking or biking more. Or, if unavoidable, consider carpooling. Number 2, eat cleaner and more sustainably. Let us teach our children to not waste food, and let us apply it to ourselves as well. Household farming is also a more sustainable option, and not to mention a lot cheaper and more healthy. Number 3, consume less use of plastics and reduce all other waste. Be mindful of the packaging and material of what you purchase. Let us invest on quality items that will last us more years, instead of cheaper alternatives that will end up in landfill in just a few weeks. Let us opt for a more reusable materials as well. Consider buying, for example, larger bottles of shampoo instead of 10 individual sachets to produce less waste. Something as simple as bringing your own shopping bag or preferring a more biodegradable paper bag will be better for the environment. Let us think our own ways to reduce our household waste production. Number 4, conserve water. The less water we use, the less wastewater will eventually reach the ocean. Number 5, finally, it is very important to educate others on how they can too help save the earth. Discuss this with your peers and children, and share tips on social media. If we can, in our own little ways, make sure to support eco-friendly initiatives of local organizations. Together, we can build a world that our children and their future children can enjoy. Thank you. Mabuhay PPS North Luzon Chapter. Mabuhay PAFP Pangasinan Chapter. Mabuhay PMS Eastern Pangasinan Chapter. And Mabuhay Pangasinan Medical Chapter. At this point, I would like to call on a man who made history of the PMS by initiating many innovations of the organization's framework, and a multi-awarded PMS president, just like the other PMS past presidents, and this I am referring to Dr. Arlene Pavo, to give his remarks, to be followed by another message by a pediatric intensivist of Baguio City and a president of Philippine Pediatric Society North Luzon Chapter, Dr. Efren Balanag.
Good evening, everyone. We have just started a new year, and we are now only 5 days to the end of the first month of 2021. How time flies fast nowadays. A tradition that has always come with turning a new leaf in making a New Year's resolution. One of the greatest things to remember is starting anew is to begin with a clean slate, that we leave the past behind and look forward to a tidy future. We are lucky enough to be reminded of this resolution we should be making to our Mother Earth. Since January is a zero waste month, I challenge everyone to commit a trash-less lifestyle where we avoid accumulating wastes that eventually end up in the oceans and harm the nature. Though it is tempting to check out on online shopping, we must be cautious in reducing, reusing, and recycling what we shop for. So tonight, listen to the performances to learn more of this environmental advocacy brought to you by the Pangasinan Medical Society Eastern Pangasinan Chapter. Remember, our lives and future depends on how we take care of the nature. Zero waste is the way.
Good evening to everyone. Just like how the old saying goes, old habits die hard, especially if that old habit is for the benefit and for the good service of people, especially the children. And in this old habit that I feel privileged once again to open another great act, this time for the environment, the sixth of a series of the virtual jam session by Music of Hope, Healing and Optimism, starting in Pangasinan and let's spread into the hearts of everyone. It is again another proud moment for our beauteous and vivacious pediatricians of Pangasinan and members of the Philippine Pediatric Society Northern Luzon Chapter. Kudos to Dr. Rosemary Valentin and her team. The theme of this sixth virtual jam session is in celebration of the Zero Waste Month by the Department of Health, thus the noble cause to save the earth. This time, it features the Earth Heroes and the future Frontliners. Just like what I said before, music is the language of the soul. To make the best of our present situation, we just listen to good music at home and stay inspired by the heroic talents of the featured artists, and at the same time be of help to our children and friends in need. So let the music flow through our hearts and feel refreshed at the start of the year. Good night and have a good time.
Before we go on, let me thank our previous sponsors. Our beneficiaries are very thankful of your kindness. They are the COVID-positive frontliners from PPH, the Pedia Cancer at R1MC, the Pedia Cancer patients at Region 1 Medical Center, Stock Ordaneta, and Mr. and Mrs. Rudy and lovely Jean Bartolato, who were stuck for 9 months here at Ordaneta, and they were transported safely to their home in Malabon. Your kindness will never be forgotten, and you know that when you give something, it will be given back to you in many folds. For our sponsor for tonight, let me thank Dr. Gretchen Paraino, Dr. Jose and Portia Espanyol, Dr. Leo Arcalas, Dr. Ryan and Regina Adan, and of course, Wyatt Philippines. Thank you so much.
The concept of zero waste management is not new to us. It is an advocacy that promotes managing products to eliminate the volume and toxicity of waste and materials. So let us heighten the call for environmental awareness with this next video.
Here are 10 ways to live with less waste. First, it's important to know the 5 R's of waste management: refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and rot, in that order. Today, we'll start with refuse. Refusing is the first rule to living a zero-waste lifestyle. Think before accepting any clutter into your home. Turn down flyers and junk mail, freebies, party favors, and any other junk that will most likely go into the trash. Each year, Americans throw away 100 billion plastic grocery bags, which take about 1,000 years to break down. Instead of accepting plastic bags and creating more demand for them, use reusable cloth bags or even no bag when possible. I used to think that it was mandatory to use these plastic bags for your fruits and vegetables, but I recently discovered you can just use your own bag or even no bag, which is even better because why bring home extra plastic? You could also bring your own jars to grocery stores to avoid bringing home any unnecessary plastic containers. I love when grocery stores sell things in bulk so that it's really easy to do some zero waste shopping. You can either weigh your jars at the front beforehand or bring an extra of the same jar so you can weigh it at checkout. Next, instead of using a one-time disposable plastic straw, you can either refuse the straw completely or use an acrylic or steel straw instead. I personally like to drink my smoothies with a straw, so I have this acrylic straw for that specific purpose. Instead of using this plastic cling wrap in your kitchen to preserve your food and leftovers, switch to using this sustainable and reusable food wrap. These are all natural, organic, and compostable. I believe they're made out of beeswax, and they actually do a really great job at keeping your food fresh, even better than the plastic in my opinion. Instead of buying disposable plastic water bottles, opt for a reusable water bottle that you can fill up again and again. Glass and steel are probably best for your water bottle, but I'm using this BPA-free plastic bottle because my boyfriend used to sell them and we have a ton of them left over. So if you have them already, reuse what you can. Do your best to avoid using disposable utensils. Instead, you could bring silverware from home or use portable utensils made out of stainless steel or bamboo. Over 4.7 billion plastic toothbrushes that will never biodegrade are dumped in landfills and oceans each year. So you can make a huge impact just by switching out your plastic toothbrush for a sustainable bamboo toothbrush. Think of all the plastic toothbrushes that you'll use in one lifetime, and imagine avoiding that waste completely just by switching to something that's biodegradable and compostable. Disposable period products also create so much waste. The average woman throws away up to 300 pounds of pads, tampons, and applicators in her lifetime. Instead, try using a menstrual cup. Menstrual cups are made out of medical grade silicone, and one cup can last you up to 10 years, which is pretty amazing. Lastly, reduce the amount of paper you bring into your home by switching to paperless whenever possible. Do this with your mail, your bills, your notes, and your books. I personally love reading ebooks on my iPad, but I know some people love traditional books, so just do whatever works for you. I hope you like the tips on how to live with less waste. I just want to remind you though, just take it one step at a time. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's a journey. All that matters is that you're becoming more aware, more conscious of the environment, and you're doing your best, okay?
Good evening, everyone. Before I'll introduce our first performer, I would like to greet first our viewers who are with us tonight and my friends like Dr. Brendalyn de Guzman and Dr. Marijan Oy. Yes, our first performer is a bona fide singer of PMS. Isa siyang suki. She's 11 years old, a sixth grader, in Mother Goose Special School System Incorporated. She began singing at 5 years old, and amongst her hobbies, aside from singing, her favorite is playing the piano. Please help me welcome Miss Regina Simisim, the young Regine Velasquez of Eastern Pangasinan.
Tabi ng pasig, dagis na ng ilog na itim ang tubig. Lumaking paligid ang bundok na umuusok. Langhap na langhap ang amoy ng basurang bulong. Ito ang buhay ng anak ng pasig, swimming sa itim na tubig. Playground lang ang bundok ng basurang return to a land called Paraiso, a place where a dying river ends. No birds there fly over Paraiso, no space allows them to endure the smoke that squeezes the air, the grass that's never there. And if I could see a single bird, what a joy. I tried to write some words and create a single song to be heard by the rest of the world. I live in this land called Paraiso, in a house made of cardboard floors and walls. I learned to be free in Paraiso, free to claim anything I see, matching rags for my clothes, plastic bags for the cold, and if empty cans were all I have, what a joy. I'd never fight to take someone else's coins and live with free like the rest of the boys. Paraiso, help me make a stand. Paraiso, take me by the hand. Paraiso, make the world understand that if I could see a single bird, what a joy. This tired and hungry land could expect some truth and hope and respect from the rest of the what a joy. I'd never fight to take someone else's coins and live with fear like the rest of the boys. Paraiso, help me make a stand. Paraiso, take me by the hand. Paraiso, make the world understand that if I could see a single bird, what a joy. This tired and hungry land could expect some truth
Thank you, Regina, for that very nice song. Again, let me thank our sponsors for tonight, Dr. Gretchen Paraino, Dr. Jose and Portia Espanyol, Dr. Leo Arcalas, Doctors Regina and Ryan Adan, and of course, Wyatt Philippines. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts.
Hello, once again, good evening. I would like to greet our viewers tonight. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to click the share button. Hello to our viewers from Urdaneta District Hospital, especially the quarantine team and Eastern Pangasinan District Hospital nurses who's watching right now. Hello also to the viewers from Urdaneta Sacred Heart Hospital. Excuse na. Our next guest is live here tonight. She's a frontliner from Urdaneta Sacred Heart Hospital. So here's the beautiful Ma'am Deborah San Desamito.
Hello po sa lahat ng mga... una sa lahat, magandang gabi po. Una po sa lahat, magandang gabi po sa inyo, sa ating lahat. Sa lahat po ng dumalo ngayong gabi. Salamat po sa pag-invite niyo sa amin, sa akin. Tsaka...
One-sided love broke the seesaw down, and I took it rough when I hit the ground. That you went your way and I went halfway. And girl, you'd understand if your heart was mine. If we had an exchange your heart, then you know why I felt hard. You'd feel the pain when the memories, if we had an exchange of heart. I'll never wish a lonely heart on you. It's not your fault I choose to play the fool. One day may come when you'll feel just like I do. If we had an exchange of hearts, then you know why I fell apart. You'd feel the pain when the memories start. If we had an exchange of hearts. Oh, time turns the tables, and soon I'll be able to find a new romance. Then you'll remember my love warm and tender. Too late for a second chance. If we had an exchange of hearts, then you know why I fell apart. You'd feel the pain when the memories come. If we had an exchange of hearts, if we had an exchange of hearts. Thank you po. Lonely table just for one. Get a bright and crowded room, while the music has begun. I drink the memories in the gloom. Though the music still distrays, it has a better sweet refrain. So play the song the way it used to be, before she left and changed it all to sadness. And maybe if she's passing by the window, she will hear our love song through the melody. Even if the words are not so tender, she will always remember the way it used to be. Press the by and said hello, and a love in hide of pain. It's quite easy to let go, and the song begins again. So play the song the way it used to be, before she left and changed it all to sadness. And maybe if she's passing by the window, she will hear our love song through the melody. And even if the words are not so tender, she will always remember the way it used to be.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. Bago ko i-introduce yung susunod na magpi-perform, pa-shout out muna sa Soledad Birthing Home, Asingan, Pangasinan. Our next performer are twin brothers. Mozart is a radiologic technician at iScan Dimasalang, Branch, Manila, and Orpheus is an electronics communication engineer presently working at Ericsson Company. They are the sons of Sir Ronald and Dr. Bergie Petrola. For both of them, music is their hobby and passion. Mozart has a YouTube channel named Mozart Petrola Music. The song they are going to sing is their own original composition entitled No Reason to Give Up. Let us welcome Mozart and Orpheus Petrola. Take it away.
galing-galing. Congratulations sa Petrola Twins, Mozart and Orpheus. Gifted musician, composer pa. So, saan ka pa? So, congratulations also to the proud parents, Sir Ronald and Dr. Virgie Petrola. Sa February, kayo naman. Para masabi natin na kung kanino talaga sila nagmana. So, before our next performer, I'd like to announce sa first ever Global Sustainability Prize that was given at the James Dyson Award for his invention last year, November 19. Congratulations to Carvey Erin Maige, 27-year-old electrical engineering student. Siya po ay nag-invento po called Aureo System. It's a new material derived from rotting fruits and vegetables that absorbs UV light from the sun and converts it to electricity. So this system can be used for the windows and walls of the buildings, tapping it to become sources of renewable energy. So ang galing-galing. Ito po yung mga millennials, sila po yung mga future natin na gagawa po ng ways, permanent ways to save the earth. So, yun po. So, our next performer is from Urdaneta City. She is a future frontliner, taking up medicine at Lyceum Northwestern University, Dagupan, known not only for her beautiful voice, but also a pretty face. She's active in extracurricular activities, a born leader, and in fact, she is the interim medical student council president. She started singing at the age of 3, joined few singing competitions way back high school days. Let's welcome our energetic songbird and our future medical doctor, Ms. Shayna Sofia Baldonado Andrada.
mag-isa. Hindi na may babalik ang dati nating pagsasama. Tamis ng iyong halik kay di na madarama. Ako sa isa't isa ay di na mabubuhay pa. Paalam sa ating pag-ibig namin sa'y pinag-isa. Tayo ay pinagtagpo, ngunit hindi tinadhana. Sadyang mapaglaro itong mundo. Nalimutan kahit nahihirapan para sa sariling kapakanan. Nalimutan kahit nahihirapan mga oras na hindi na mababalikan. Pinagtagpo, ngunit hindi tinadhana. Puso natin ay hindi sa isa't isa. Nalimutan kahit nahihirapan para sa sariling kapakanan. Nalimutan kahit nahihirapan pag-ibig na ating sinayang. Pinagtagpo, ngunit hindi tinadhana. Hanggang dito na lang tayo. Nalimutan kahit nahihirapan para sa sariling kapakanan. Nalimutan kahit nahihirapan mga oras na hindi na mababalikan. Pinagtagpo, ngunit hindi tinadhana. Puso natin ay hindi sa isa't isa.
Hello. Our next performer is a graduate of BS Information Technology. She works as a frontliner at Center for Women's Health Ultrasound Clinic, care of Dr. Jojin Costello, and at RPM Farm Resort, Tayug. She is young, beautiful, and available. Let us all welcome Miss Robeline Sakibal.
Hello, good evening everyone, and good evening to those who are watching right now. And I would like to say thank you sa PMS and Dr. Costello, my manager slash my manager, and for this opportunity why I'm here in front of you. And this song, guys, is for you. think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you ever heard a wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountains? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Paint with all the colors of the wind. Come run the hated pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around you. And for once, never wonder what there were. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends. And we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hope that never ends. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountains? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon. For whether we are white or copper skinned, can you sing with all the voices of the mountains? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? You paint with all the colors of the years and seas. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? And tapos na siya. So I have a second song, which is Tagalog na naman because pagod na ako sa English. And I would like to say hi to our makeup artist na nagkulay sa mukha namin ni Dr. Costello, Pretty Wendell Rivera. Hi! Sana nanonood ka ngayon para magtala ka mamaya, no? And my sister also, JV Sakibal, na nagkaklase ngayon. Hi, sister. Okay, this song is Tagalog and titled with Para Sa Akin by City. Ready? Kung ika'y magiging akin, di ka na muling luluha pa. Pangakong di ka lulukuhin ng puso kong nagmamahal. Pala rin na ako iyong mahal na rin. Pangakong ikaw lang ang iibigin, magpagkailanman di kita pipiliin. magpagkailanman di kita pipilitin. Sundin mo pa iyong damdamin, hayaan na lang tumibok ang puso mo para sa akin. Kung ako'y papalarin na ako iyong mahal na rin, pangakong ikaw lang ang iibigin, magpagkailanman di kita pipilitin. Sundin mo pa iyong damdamin, hayaan na lang tumibok ang puso mo para sa akin. Di kita pipilitin. Sundin mo pa iyong damdamin, hayaan na lang tumibok ang puso mo para sa akin. Para sa akin. Thank you. Ay, shout out sa self ko na kumanta ngayon. Thank you guys. Stay tuned. Bye.
Thank you so much, Rovelyn. Such a powerful voice. Oy, pamangkin ko yun, ha? It's in our genes. Pero parang dumaplis lang sa akin. Well, I'd like to say shout out to my friends in Cebu, namely Dr. Marianne Villarin, Dr. Angela Hidalgo, Dr. Joycey Roble, Dr. Gwen Verona, Dr. Delia Gutierrez, and Dr. Annabel Tanting. And also to our kapamillas, the Costellos, the Kiboys, the Peñonals, and the Sarsalejos. Okay, our next guest is tagged as the Gary V of Pangasinan, a medical student at Lyceum Northwestern University. His hobbies include singing, writing, and traveling. Started singing at a very early age of 4 and had joined several singing contests, namely the Magic Mall Idol, the National Festival of Talents, amateur singing contest, and the like. A big round of applause, please, to Mr. Matthew Ballesteros.
Just what is in me? Sometimes I just don't know what keeps me in your love. Why you never let me go? And though right now I fall, you stay my Lord. Please show me how to know just how you feel. You have given me so many times. It seems I feel I'm not what you might call a worthy Christian after all. And though I love you so, temptation finds its way to me. Teach me to trust in you with all of my heart, to lean not on my own understanding. I just forget you won't give like me. And yet because He loves us so, He's promised us eternity, and we can have the promise and peace. If we have faith and just believe, teach me to trust in You with all of my heart, to lean not on my own understanding, 'cause I just forget You won't give me what I can't bear. Take me out of time alone, 'cause I don't wanna be alone. Take me out of the dark, my Lord, I don't wanna be there. No, no, no Teach me to trust in You with all of my heart, to lean not on my own understanding, 'cause I just forget You won't give me what I can't bear. Take me out of the dark, my Lord, 'cause I don't wanna be alone. Take me out of the dark, my Lord, I don't wanna be there. No, no, no. May Your glory be yours, my King, my They don't know that I come running home when I'm going out. They don't know who picks me up when no one is around. I drop my sword and cry just for a while, 'cause deep inside this are more. The water is a child. Lately I've been winning battles left and right. But even winners can get wounded in the fight. People say that I'm amazing, strong beyond my years, but then I see inside of me I'm hiding all the tears. retreat, but they don't see the enemies, but lay me at his feet. They don't know that I come running home when I fall down. They don't know who picks me up when no one is around. I drop my sword and cry for just a while. Sleep inside this more than wiries a child. They don't know that I come running home and I fall down. They don't know who picks me up when no one is around. I drop my sword and look up for a smile. It's deep inside these arms, deep inside these arms, deep inside these arms. They don't know that I come running up when I fall down. They don't know who picks me up when no one is around. I drop my sword and look up for a smile. Sleep inside this armor, deep inside this armor, deep inside this
Thank you, Matthew, our future Dr. Frontliner, for that amazing performance. Before introducing the next performer, pa-shout out muna kay JC Jingjing Guerrero watching from Israel, Pia and Jaden Guerrero Almendares watching from Bantog, King, Queenie, and Marivic Guerrero watching from Poblacion East, Asingan, Pangasinan. Our next performer is a resident of Nangkamaliran West, Urdaneta City. He is a college undergrad in BS Maritime at PUNP Urdaneta. She loves music. He performs at resto bar, birthday and wedding parties, and joined the Battle of the Bands, Music Hero of Itbulaga in 2016. Friends, let us welcome the live performance of John Miko Papilla. Take it away, John.
Wow, what a superb performance, Jen Miko. You just brought the house down. Sobra kaming nag-i-enjoy dito. Muntik na ko mapasayaw. Okay. Our next talent is a medical doctor, also known as the Martini Vera of Pangasinan. Worked as a surgeon in Dubai, Daman, and Jeddah. These are the cities of Saudi Arabia, international home. Underwent fellowship training in cosmetic surgery at Centuria Medica in Makati. Without much ado, let us all welcome Dr. Jethro Fajardo.
Puso kong ito ngayong lumisan ka sa buhay ko. Kung kailan sumikat ang araw at lumikay ang aking mundo. Ano ng mga bukas ko ngayong wala ka na sa piling ko. Ano mga pangako sa bawat isa. Sana'y ika'y muling makita ko. Ang tibok ng puso mo. Sana'y yakapin mo akong muli kahit sandali, kahit isang saglit mayakap ka. Puso ko'y biglang naulila yung iniwanan na nag-iisa. Sana'y ika'y muling makita ko. Damihin ang tibok ng puso mo. Sana'y yakapin mo akong muli kahit sandali, kahit isang saglit mayakap ka. Mayakap ka.
Wow, ang
ang galing-galing. Dr. Jethro Fajardo, the Martin Rivera of Baguio City. So, mentor ko po siya nung rotate po kami, clerkship sa SLU Department of Surgery. So, years ago, nung kayo po ay hindi pa naipanganak. So, pa-appointment po kami, Doc, ha? Pa-facelift, pa-nose lift. So, speaking of flattening the curve, kami pong mga frontliners, dahil sa kaka-face mask, kaka-gamit po ng N95, nag-flatten po kami ng nose. So, after pandemic, Dr. Jethro, ikaw ang pipilahan. Magpapa-nose lift po kami lahat. So, hindi lang po na-employ ang mga medical frontliners, gaya ni Dr. Jethro, nag-abroad po siya. So, hindi lang po hospitals at clinics. Kung mag-abroad man, bilang frontliners din, yung iba po na mga kakilala ko po ay employed at Doctors Without Borders. Sila po yung pinapadala, parang bala ng kanyon, sinusugo sa mga lugar na hindi po napupuntahan ng mga doktor. And some of my friends are involved in rescue missions. So, kung may medical missions tayo dito, ano lang yon, katiting lang yon. Sila po, yung mga rescue missions sila talagang buhay din, very dangerous missions po. And I've met some frontliners at Red Cross. Ano mo ang work nila? They are drone pilots. Wow. Pwede na pala yon, no? Sa rescue mission, sa Red Cross, imbis po na pagka roads are not possible, they launched this drone pilots. It is operated by computer. So they assess the damage. They see the victims, kung sinong i-rescue. And soon, in other countries, they use drone pilots to deliver mails. So hopefully, pwede ho tayong makakuha na, pwedeng magbitbit po yung mga drones nito to deliver food packages for the victims ng mga sakuna. And, okay, saglit. So, there are many opportunities aside from medical frontliners, not only sa call centers. They enter the fire, sa mga fire stations, mga policemen, nurses po yung mga yan. So, our next guest is an extraordinary woman. So, I met her because we shared one passion, free diving. So, last year, birthday, supposed to be a post-birthday free diving event. It is my second open water event compared to her, who is more experienced. So, our group of 39 hopefuls consisted of lawyers, call center agents, insurance agents, photographers, and frontliners. Are supposed to be 3 days stay at Apo Island. Turned out to be 5. No, we stayed more than 5. The 39 of us became official members of Stranded Society because of Typhoon Isoy. Supposed to be po yun, tumbok niya is Quezon. Sumunod po siya sa amin na inggit. So, kalahin mo yon. So, lumihis, sinundan kami. So, this lady had many gadgets with all her cameras, GoPros, and selfie sticks, and tripods. I learned that she has several YouTube channels and earning in dollars. So, without further ado, she is a nurse by profession, a freelance multimedia creative artist, content creator, an influencer, a traveler extraordinaire, good cook, free diver, my vlogger friend, Miss Ella Bulatao, known as Ella Banana. Take it away.
I can tell you I was fragile. I can tell you I was weak. I can write you out a letter to tell you anything you need. I've seen minutes turn to hours, hours turn to years, and I've seen truth turn to power. seen truth turn to power. I can tell you I was ageless, but I know you'll see the light. I can tell you I'm immune to everything, but that's a lie. Dust don't turn to flowers, skies don't disappear, but I've seen truth turn to power. You can't see me the way I see you. You can't feel me the way I feel you. You be a believer, you be a believer, you be a believer, you be a believer. Hard to keep going on. I said it's hard to keep going on. I said it's hard to keep going on. You can't see me the way I see you. You can't feel me the way I feel you. Be a believer, 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 be a believer. It's turns to hours, hours turn to years, and I've seen truth turn to power.
Thank you so much, Ella. Bravo. Now, with the echo problems we are facing today, who are we going to call? Of course, here's a video of our dear Earth heroes.
I'm Harvey. I'm Anna. I'm Donna. I'm Jesselyn. I'm Crystalline. Learn that are us. Learn yourself. Save the mother earth. Let us begin your race.
Now, to wrap up our jam session tonight, let me call on the very lovely Dr. Georgine Costello for our closing remarks.
Thank you very much, the beauties and the Miss Universe of Ordineta District Hospital, Dr. Nario. Yeah. Dr. Narito, I mean, my goodness. I would like to say hello to the fabulous five group, namely Dr. Jennifer Aguinaldo, who is our leader, Dr. Brindalyn De Jesus, Dr. Lorely De Guzman, and Dr. Amina Perola. Of course, me. So save the date, girls. Well, so this is a sort of closing remarks. I will close it with a very remarkable statement or message, okay? Okay, the earth and all its resources make life possible and feasible. That's why we need to protect them in order to protect our very own lives. We must save the earth at all cost because this is the only planet which we can live in, which can sustain life on it. So we should ought to practice, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce means we will minimize the amount of waste we create. Reuse means we will use the items more than once. And recycle, putting a product to a new use, so instead of throwing it away. For this jam session, we'd like to thank our garbage collectors, our street sweepers, and those individuals who made our surroundings clean and tidy and green. Tidy. To FOP MTC, who've been with us since day one, thank you. To the PMS Corps officers and my fellow officers, thank you for your untiring effort and support. To our guest singers, thank you for sharing your talent, God-given talents, and your time with us. And of course, to our sponsors, the lifeblood of our show. I hope there'll be more of you guys, especially for our coming big event in March, entitled, in March, the COVID Hip-Hop Dance Contest. So with that, I am inviting all the hospitals here in Eastern Pangasinan to join us. But before that, let us not forget our Love Month celebration entitled, Mga Awiting Pag-ibig, Laban sa COVID. Okay? And most of all, thank you to our Heavenly Father for the guidance and protection to all of us. And have a good night, everyone. Mabuhay ang Pangasinan Medical Society. Bye-bye.
There can only be one Red Ranger.
Earth is under attack. Mysterious illness spread. People are getting sick. Islands isolated. Help is needed. We are looking for volunteers.
Form a circle around me and join hands, for your journey now begins. Close your eyes and concentrate. I shall guide you in your quest for knowledge and power. Older than time itself, man has always known the calling. Light of the light, strength of the soul, ignite this eternal power inside of me.